Hey, everybody, it's your girl, off the dock, be in the building. And we have a special treat for you. You all know me, bring it to the table, your host, where we address everyday people. So, tonight I am bringing on a friend, and we're going to ask him a few questions, but I'm not going to tell you who it is. But please click like and share. If you received notification that we were about to go live on an off day, it was for a reason and a purpose. And you guys are going to be surprised. So, without further ado, I want the broadcast to start on time. I want you to, at this particular time, please go on. Come on. Go on. Click like, share right now, because that's what I'm doing now. I am sharing it with certain people. I am inviting people and everything. Let's see. I'm going into Sisters Motivating Sisters. I am now going into, let me see. I'm going to go into the United by Pearls. I'm going to share it with Sisters in Recovery. I'm going to share it with the Jermaine's Good Morning Crew. I'm going to share it in Africa. I'm going to share it in Canada. And let me see. Private group, the round table. Let me see. I'm going to share it and share it and share it. And I am encouraging you to do the same thing. All right, all right. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see those hearts, please. Let me see those hearts. You all know Doc B love those hearts. I love the love. All right. I am now sharing it in Sierra Leone. I am now sharing in, let's see, Bosnia. Oh, look at that. Let me see. Where else am I going to share this at? Oh, let me go to a few private family members. Let me see. So we got Canada, Sierra Leone. We got Ukraine. We got... Anyway, I just want to promote, because you guys know that's what we do. Hold on. I'm in with the Great Simmons family. That is my dad's side of the family. Big Girls Travel too. So please come on, click like and share. And No Nonsense Group, I'm going to share it there as well. So I think we have enough. And without further ado, I am going to bring him on. This is, I'm going to say, the great, because he's been in this business for a long time. And wait until you hear his story. He's going to tell you about him. Doc B is going to interview him like she normally do. And then we're going to post him on all platforms, okay? Right now, we are live. Let me remind you, on all platforms. Please go to my YouTube page and click like and share. Thank you. So I'm going to bring him on now. Hi, Kasana. Thank you for joining. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate you guys for joining. Let's see. There he is.
Yeah. I'm part of the show.
Hey, everybody. There he is. It's my friend Matt. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Doc B. I'm really excited to be
How
here.
you doing today? Good. I'm glad. I'm glad to have you. I see those hearts are coming in. Those likes are coming in all over the place. And so that's exactly what we need. How was your day? Was good?
My day was very eventful. We sold a lot of books. Had a big crew come in and help take the books and move them. My building where my bookstore is located was recently sold to Norfolk Southern, and they came in and they told us that we're going to have a new rent, which is going to be 2.5 times my old rent. And And anyone who's ever received one of those messages knows that that's a tough day. But what excited me is that I brought some of my employees with me on the meeting, and all my employees are high school and college kids, and young people who haven't quite found their way yet. And so they got to sit in on this meeting with this overpowerful company was telling me that I got to now pay double. And so that I can only feel that it was a good experience for them because they got to experience the power differential between the company, Norfolk Southern, and me. Now, the truth be known is I'm going to be fine if they want to double my rent. I mean, it is annoying, yes, but my business can move from one place to another, and we were working out what that would mean. But my where my business now is a community of 69 businesses in this really large warehouse, and we're going to lose that, and that's really special. But we're not going to lose it because I made friends while I was there. I will never forget, and I'm really excited about having you there in this spot. And I don't think we're done. I think Norfolk Southern will figure it out. I'm just little old me. And I'll let you. It's your show. But our lives, Doc, are so different. Yours is extraordinary, mine less so. But there are so many path crosses. As I read your book, it's like amazing how many times our paths have crossed. And even though our paths have been very different, there I'm really looking forward to exploring that, and I hope that
Yeah.
that comes back a little bit.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm grateful for you with the opportunity to allow me to come there to present and talk about my life story and to have a book signing experience at your book store. It's like a book warehouse, folks. I'm going to let him talk more about that. But let me tell you, I've never been so excited to go into a book experience like I am this particular one. And one of my reasons is that it is local. So it's local, and I'm really trying to make an impact in my new community as to where I came from and where I am now, and how I can continue to grow my brand and help others save their lives at the same time. Save and change. My motto is changing lives, making a difference. So I'm going to now turn it over to you, Matt. Can you just introduce yourself formally to the audience?
So my name is Matthew Davis, and I grew up in New York, went to Philadelphia for college, right next door to you. You were in Drexel. I was right next door, and uh, I
Wow.
so we know probably those same places. I love West Philadelphia, and I know from your memoir how you spent a great deal of time there, and but at any rate, I was a teacher for 31 years, and while I was a teacher, I uh, I started hustling books. I'm using a word from your memoir, hustling. And I was one of those teachers that didn't make the kids sign their numbers. And so it came the end of the year. They were supposed to give back the books, and I was supposed to check the numbers. And if the numbers didn't match, I was supposed to make them pay. But I had never written them down, so I didn't know who brought me a book and who didn't. And I was running out of books. And so I had a choice: get yelled at by my boss, or look online and see if I could buy them. And I look online. My book was not so new anymore, and my books were $1. I mean, if you had a choice to get yelled at by your boss or buy a few books for $1, if my students didn't turn them in, they'd have billed them $120. But I bought these books for $1, and well, the kids liked me and they turned in their books, and uh, but I thought if I bought just a few more, they would that I would have a class set. So I went back online to buy a few more, and the books weren't $1 anymore because now it was September, and now they were $90. So in April, when I needed the books, they were $1, and now they were $90. And that kind of time difference became my business. And so now I'm buying and selling books,
Okay.
and I get calls. Doc called me and said she wrote this book, and she lives in Morrisville, and she works in Bucks County. Well, I hope I'm not outing your story too much, but I mean, if you want to know about Doc B,
No, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
You're I don't know what you held back, okay, if anything, because let's see what whether it's your aunties Edna or Bucci or Dolores or your cousin Otanisha, or when your job at Arrow Chemical, or that special day in your life, June 28th, 2005. And and it's just amazing. All those things. All right, so where did our paths cross? Well, first of all, downstairs from me is a gentleman who does drug rehab work in Kensington. Okay, there's a doctor, and I wish I could remember his name. And that's like downstairs from where we're going to be. So I have to run into him and see if he knows you, because he very well could have been someone you know. Okay. Then there was your first of all, Irvington. Okay, that's exit 149 on the Garden State Parkway, I think, and it's right next to Newark, and it's like over this bridge. There's this bridge, and there's Newark, and then next to Irvington is Bloomfield, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so.
Yes. Oh, I know Bloomfield very well. I know Bloomfield very well. I did a lot of things in Bloomfield.
Yeah, I don't know if I didn't quite finish the memoir yet, so I don't know about that part. But I also did a few things in Bloomfield. So it's just, it's really been amazing, and I'm excited, and I just posted it on my Facebook. Now, one of the reasons I sell books online is because I'm not really a people person. I mean, I'm doing the best I can here, okay, Doc? But I put it out there on my social media, and I'm hoping that some people come, to our book signing. But I love the first 5 minutes of your show about how you have become savvy. You just you knew there was a couple of groups that you wanted to hit, and you wanted those people. Right. But the truth is that I became an entrepreneur. That I from my garage, over 4 years, I built a business where I sell $700,000 worth of books per year. And I expanded from my garage to a warehouse, to a real warehouse.
Wow.
Now I'm going to go to a new warehouse. And I get to hire young people, and I don't know, it's just a blast. I encourage entrepreneurship, and so everyone who works for me learns how to make money. Maybe it's a little different, I don't know. And it's all about hustle. All right. I don't make my money by just, following some simple model. I have to hustle every day. It's like, I better get this book fast, or
that's right.
I screwed up already yesterday, because yesterday Roe v. Wade was challenged by this release from the Supreme Court, right? Somebody in the Supreme Court wasn't happy with them, and they dumped this 90-page document, right? I am so mad that I didn't jump on it. It may not be too late for me to go there and buy books, because as it continues, that's just an opportunism, the kind of opportunism that I'll do. I'll get my hands on those books. As soon as I heard the news, they should have went on and bought those books, and I'll bet they're just not cheap anymore. But that first hour at 9 o'clock last night, where were you, Doc, when you heard about the Supreme Court thing last night? Did you hear that last night?
No, I didn't hear that last night. So on Tuesday nights, I partner with someone on their podcast. So I didn't see any of.
You were
I
busy
didn't
at
see
that time.
any of that.
Right. So I
Yeah.
kind of heard about it.
When I came home, I went poof when I came home.
I'll bet I do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if I told a good story about how my business came to be. I mean, I tell two stories about how it came to be, and that's one of them. You know, how the books change in price, and the silly college students don't read anymore. But these
Right, and
online,
that's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you now, I am such a stigma for reading and learning and educating and things of that nature. And I'll do anything. I once joined the campaign. One of my good friends named Ronald Crawford. He's a hip hop therapist. So I once partnered with him, and we went out to the community, and he had a campaign going to help students get back to reading off the electronics, off the internet, off social media. In fact, right in my own home with my grandkids and my daughter, she don't play that. She says to those kids, "What book did you read today? You seem to have that video game in your hand for a long period of time." And she actually,
now your
I'm going to
daughter
use
is
the word
Troja,
stipulate
right?
them
Am I pronouncing that right?
and mandate them. Say that again.
Your daughter's TJ Troja. Is that your daughter?
Yes, that's her name.
Okay.
Yes, that's her name, Troja. Yes,
And
Troja.
your grandkids.
She's
What are
an
their names?
educator, entrepreneur. That's her name, Troja. Yep.
And
And we
she's
thought of
at
Howard when she was.
that's awesome. And your
Yep.
grandkids, how old
She's
are
an
they?
educator.
I know the type. Um,
So I have a 15-year-old. I have a I have a 15-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a little bit 4-year-old. She's the boss.
I
Yeah, she's
got you.
the
I
boss.
saw like a
Yep.
6-month-old today, and just seeing young people makes me so
Yep.
happy all the time. So I'm glad about that. So so I guess when you come to my
Nice.
bookstore, I'm going to ask you about your story.
So this is really good so far. I just saw
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I'm definitely going to tell my story on Friday. It starts at 4 o'clock. You want to give them a little bit more information about the book signing. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Bring It to the Table. We are live on all platforms. We are live on Twitter, Facebook. Please click like and share. Leave a comment if you like. Um,
All right, so we're going to bring
and it's on
Dr.
LinkedIn.
We're going to bring Dr. B
And you can
to
also
Fairless Hills. So my bookstore is in Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania, in the middle of Bucks County. Now, Bucks County is a wonderful place, but it is one of the least
yes,
diverse.
I love it.
It's one of the least diverse counties in Pennsylvania, and it's almost as though like there's diversity to the south, to the west, to the east, to the north, but not in Bucks County.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks County is undergoing rapid transformation, and just because America is undergoing transformation, that we're becoming a more diverse place. But Bucks isn't it. So I'm really excited
Yes,
that I get to bring a Muslim African American author to my bookstore. And I was just ducking around Bucks County, and I didn't see a lot of other bookstores providing this opportunity. And so
they are not.
And it's like it sets an example both to other African Americans and to non-African Americans about what it means to reach out. And so I hope people come, but I don't care, to be honest. And I'm just happy that my life is better because I am learning about people who are different than I am. And it's kind of funny because I shared with this woman from Norfolk Southern who's African American and from Mississippi. And Mississippi's got to be a tough place right now because of, I don't know what she's all about because I didn't know her so much, but she was a college basketball player. And I'm hoping that she comes to our book signing.
I hope so too.
I hope she's tuned in today because I thought she was so interesting. And I only wanted her to meet you, Doc B, this woman who was telling me, there's nothing I can do. Your rent's going to be 2.5 times what it was. And to the 69 businesses are there, their rent's going to be 2.5 times what it was. And if that means you have to move out, we just want to be fair to everyone and screw over everyone all at once. And it was just like, that's outrageous. And then I thought of you, and I thought of what would like, I don't see myself as normal, okay? Like, so I wanted to scream and yell and act out, and that's not what a normal person would do. A normal person would not do that. Would say, okay, and it's not hard for me to act. I just make a few calls, I can move to a new place. I'll be okay. But I was so mad. And the people there, the person who works to my left, was so mad because these outsiders don't care about who we are, and they're just going to come in and triple our rent. And it's kind of funny because I, as a white guy, read about this gentrification that happens in brown communities, and I'm in the middle of having that exact behavior happen to me. Now I am super fortunate in that all I got to do is find a new space, and but the guy next to me, he's been there for 19 years, running a cleaning business, and another guy's, and it just, I can't wait for you to experience being there during this transitional period. But I held it together and I behaved myself. I did tell her it was outrageous, but I didn't do anything bad. I know. I want you to put your counselor hat on, if you would. Help me out here. I can't hear you for a second.
Well, I'm so glad that you didn't. It's very important that you keep your composure, stay in your lane, be who you are, and trust the process. Because that's what it's really about. Trust the process. It's something out there that is loving and caring and greater than Matt and Doc B that has watched over you, sent all your kids to college, had you have this successful business, right? I mean, really successful business and there's nothing that nobody can do to take you out of your assignment on this earth, your purpose, and you are about to make a huge impact. You are paving the way for others to make that cultural difference in someone's life who is just not like them, just like what you just said. This is profound for author Doc B. I have searched the Bucks County area when I moved here to find a store where I can have a book signing. And this year is when I was going to say my God gave me the courage to reach out personally. And our God, that's fine. I'll take that. That's the truth. There is only one. And so I hired a publicist. And that's how we found you. Because he does extensive work. And that's how we were able to get you. And so for that, I'm truly, truly grateful. So let's just tell the audience, because it seems to be growing a little bit. So somebody, I'm going to read you some of the things that they said in the comments, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to read you some of this stuff.
All right.
One of the people said, our God is truly the greatest. This is what they're saying in the comments. Our God is truly the greatest. Oh my, he's a wonderful man. Oh my, they liked when I said trust the process. They said, wow, his spirit, they're talking about you, Matt. not me. And this is my audience. You may have invited some people as well that may be on supporting you as well. But they said, wow, I'm loving his spirit. They call me Fee. They see he seems to be a great person. And I'm telling you now, he really is. These are the comments that we got right there. We got hearts, we got comments coming in, and we got likes, and people are putting up thumbs and all kinds of things. You can't see it, but I can because I'm on this side. So
I got you.
Because they responded this way to you, how does that make you feel when they responded this way to you? Because we're literally building a relationship, and here's the truth. We're just going to be in each other's life moving forward. Because I believe that God don't let me meet nobody, right? And if this is supposed to be an assignment and I'm supposed to be passing through, then that might happen too. But I'm willing to hold on because I want to learn different too.
I think your advice, was spectacular. And you said, don't get sidetracked through anger from your purpose. That's what I received. I don't know what you said because I can't remember because it was 5 minutes ago. But what I received is whoever, I have a saying that I say in my family is whoever gets upset loses. And, so I got a little upset today and I got a little upset yesterday too. And I used to have a problem with that. Maybe that was, a demon of mine. But I didn't get too upset, and I also I brought a college freshman who's going to Temple University to sit in on the meeting because they have so much to gain, young people, from experiencing the difficulties that maybe I'm having as older. And just because it wasn't going to go well, and this person was going to tell me, your rent's going up, deal with it. Which is pretty much what happened. They understood, and then another young person who's a high school junior who goes to a special needs high school. Oh, these kids I got, they're not perfect. Okay, I don't like them perfect. I like them imperfect. And when I'm hiring, just put that out there. And this kid was about 16 years old.
I told my grandson, don't worry.
Gotcha.
I told my grandson already. I told his mother today.
All right. And all that's going to happen is I'm not going to be at that location in a couple of months if this doesn't work out. I'll just be somewhere nearby. But at any rate, this 16-year-old kid who's got all sorts of learning issues said to me, he used the term power differential between the big company. And like, how does a 16-year-old kid understand that was that close? Now I'm 31 years of future, I have a pension, but there are 68 other business owners that got told that their rent was getting tripled. And, I guess that's a first world problem, right? Your rent's going up. We got people all over the world got bigger problems than that. But it was a very eventful day, and it wasn't a bad day. Sales were good, and the books were selling, and we listed, and the kids were well behaved. I tell them, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to dominate your show, but these two kids who have bad communication skills were trying to work together, and they couldn't. That was funny too. And they were trying to, and they're going to get better at it. And we discussed that. It's like, okay, it was a challenge. We weren't good at it. And so, just getting people to work together was hard. That was today's challenge. So I had all these fun challenges, and okay, and I'm looking forward to maybe, if you'll let me come on again and reflecting on this experience and reflecting on how your audience reacts to it. Can you tell me a little bit about your audience?
My audience, they're all over. I have people in my audience that view my page, that subscribe to my YouTube, over 1,000 and something YouTubers. They go on, sometimes they comment, sometimes they just click like and share. I have some Canadians on there. I have some Sierra Leone from Africa on there. I have some people from Dubai on here. It's just a big melting pot from all over. And I'm really trying to expand on my brand to other countries as well. I was always told that if I think the people that's in my everyday life are going to be my biggest supporters, they might be, but not for financial gain or financial purposes and reasons and things of that nature. I look to impact anyone who is looking to have a message delivered to them. That's who I am. And anybody can tell you in my audience, or if they've interacted with me in any given day, that you're going to get a positive message from Doc Big. She's going to find the strength and straight up thrive and take you right to it. You can tell me your problems all day long. And that is definitely my education and the therapist in me. Don't get that wrong, Matt. That is definitely my profession. But I still see great and good in every human being. And if you say you don't have it, I'm going to beg to differ. And if you give me 5 minutes with you, I will then find it and point it out and show it to you.
I have no hate in my heart for anyone on this planet. So, I think in that way, we're not so different. I'm definitely more of a cheerleader than a gatekeeper. Pushing people forwards and the like. Yeah. So these, it was a tough day or two, because I found that news from the Supreme Court difficult, and I had news at work difficult, but then there were positives. The insightful growth of the young people who work for me, and some
Correct.
reasonable. I mean,
Correct. It's all a reason. It's just a higher calling. It's another assignment. It's another arrow. It's gonna point you in another. I told you I just in the process right now. I just created a workbook. It's called the GPS. It's an offspring from my book. I'll bring it to the book signing on Friday. But it's called the 3 C's, a GPS. And the G stands for general, the P stands for practice, and the S stands for survival. The general practice of survival skills. Now Matt has to reach into his coping skills basket, and now he has to find that place where he pulls it right out, and now he's going to be following that GPS. Here it comes. Matt's going to survive this one. Yay! He's going to get through it. He's going to work his way to the other side. Yes, you are. In fact, you already won the moment you accepted, right, Matt? The moment you accepted that information from them, you already begin to win. That's it. You said, you know what? It's okay. And you had the kids with them, and they got an education as well. You said, you know what? It's good. Thank you for the information. Either I'm going to be moving in a couple of months, or, it's going to be whatever it is. And that's just what it's going to be. And so your acceptance were there. And now it's just time to start your planning and to follow that GPS and survive this one too.
I'm looking forward to continuing this discussion in 2 days. Today's Wednesday, so that would be Friday. We'll chat, we'll get it organized, and we're going to have a great time.
All right. And so I'll see you there. Any last remarks, anything you want to say to the audience right now about you, or what are you looking forward to on that day? I know that you said you're looking forward to having a great time, learning a little bit more about me. I like the question and answer portion, because there is a question and answer portion at the end where people get to ask me questions and things of that nature. I'm looking forward to that.
Here or at the book signing?
At the book signing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just, it made me uncomfortable when people were saying nice things about me. But with that said, I try to conduct myself the way I want the world to be, and be the change, and so.
That's great.
All right. Can I say goodbye to your audience?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Okay. It was nice meeting you all.
Yes, you can.
I wish I
Bye,
could figure out how to
everybody.
see so I can see the comments more. And everybody have a blessed day.
Yes. Yep. And I will see you
then. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I will see you then. And I'll be there at 4 o'clock. I'll probably come at 3:30, a little earlier, maybe even 3 o'clock. I'm not sure. But I'll be there early. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That would be 225 Lincoln. That's Highway in Fairless Hills. All right, 4 p.m. You got more audience. People are saying bye. People are saying, wow, you guys are great. Thanks for helping everybody, helping one another. Where is your book signing? Yep, it's right near Sesame Place. It's in Bucks County. Now say the name of the bookstore. You say it better than me.
We'll have signs and balloons.
Suite 208. But you say the name. You say the name better than me. So you say it.
Heisenbooks. Right? 225 Lincoln Highway.
Not Heisenbooks. Wait, I have to talk to my right. Not Hennessy. Heisen. It's not Hennessy. It's Heisenberg.
The great chemist. It was named after the great chemist Heisenberg.
Somebody in my community is giving you the peace in the chat. They're saying peace, Matt. Assalamu alaikum, sister. Peace, Matt. That's what they're saying to you.
Okay, is this
isn't that nice?
Good.
Oh, that's so nice, man. Look at that. They love you already, just like I did. I just fell for you. The moment I heard your voice, I was like, wow, you're getting like all these hearts and everything now. It's just as beautiful.
Well, it's when I was not brought up to successfully become your friend. But through a career of teaching and experiencing people who are so different from me, I came to love diversity and love people who are different from me. And I came to make my first reaction to difference to not be one of fear. But many are not that way, including some of my colleagues. But many of my colleagues are that way, and that they've come to embrace all the different peoples and this wonderful country, mostly, that brings people together, and maybe more so than any other country. I don't know. I mean, but I think it's a wonderful thing, and it's funny because you're about the 5th or 6th author that's reached out to me, and it just all of the others just didn't seem like it ought to happen. Maybe it's the fact that you're local and you had an amazing story to tell. I didn't say no. I don't say no to anyone, but I just didn't think that it would work out. I write this children's author, writes this book about, I don't know. I mean, you could talk, but I'm not feeling it. I think this is going to be a good experience, and I'm looking forward to this not being a one and done.
Well, there's one person on here saying like, wow, Matt, please keep encouraging diversity. Her name is Luce. I know her. That's my friend, Luce, from the Hispanic community. I know her. Let me see. Sometimes you can bring people on live, but let's go. We're going to go. We're going to hang up, and we're going to see each other. But Luce and everybody, if you guys want to come, it's at 225 Lincoln Highway, okay? It's in Bucks County. It's near Sesame Place. It's a nice little ride from Philadelphia. It's in the Fairless Hills area, okay? And if you want to come from Northern Jersey, Newark, New York area, you got to come south, all right? 95 South or Route 1 South. You won't miss it, all right? So Heisenbooks, look it up. Look on my page. All the flyers are everywhere. So please, I hope you guys come out. And even if you don't, I love you all. Just go to my website. Go to Matt's website. You want to tell them where they can find you if they want to purchase books before we leave?
Heisenbooks.com. My name is spelled right there, so that should help. You know what, Doc? The spelling of Heisenbooks is right there, and if they want to find it, just by typing that in. They'll find it in 2 seconds.
I see it.
So it's going to work out.
I'm still going to drop it in the chat, though, okay? Yep.
Okay.
And you have yourself a good night. See you Friday. We're going to have some drinks up there. We're going to have some snacks. And don't buy a lot of stuff, Matt. Don't put a whole bunch of stuff out there. Just keep it simple. And I want to meet the young people. I can't wait to meet the young people and sign their books and take pictures and stuff. Yeah. Really nice. I appreciate the opportunity. I thank God for you. And let's just have a great time. Good night, everybody. Good night from Doc B, bringing it to the table. There it is. She brought Matt from Heisenbooks to the table. He told the story. He's about diversity. He's supporting your people. So let's support him and me on this Friday at 4 p.m. at Heisenbooks at 225 Lincoln Highway, Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania, good old Bucks County, right around the corner from Sesame Place. We'll see you there. Peace. Good night.
Good night.